Welcome back, Conspiracy Class. This week we're taking a look at my top 5 strange pictures taken in space. So let's jump straight in at number 1. And in at number 1 we're looking at the Sun UFO. Our Sun is watched and monitored very closely. We like to look at the activity levels, which helps us dictate when things like solar flares are about to happen. On this occasion the image showed something that just astounded people. It seems like there is a massive disc leeching off the Sun at the bottom left hand corner of the image. Over many years there's been lots of objects pictured near the Sun that some people just can't identify, but none more than this in the image above. And if this image does indeed show a UFO, it would be massive, somewhere on the scale of twice the size of our planet. So refueling from the Sun kinda makes sense. It'd need a massive power source. The clean round edges of the disc certainly give it a solid structure feel, but what it really is nobody knows. What do you think? Number 2 we have the Mars alien. This picture taken from the Mars rover was so impressive it actually made world media, so let's take a closer look. This is the original image taken from the Mars rover. Can you spot anything that looks slightly out of place? Close to the top left hand of this image you can see something perched on a rock. It looks humanoid in nature and has been known as the Bigfoot of Mars. But is it an alien? Let's take a closer look. In the close up you can clearly see a head, an arm, a torso and even legs. So is this the first picture of a Martian we've ever discovered? Or is it simply a rock formation and our mind playing tricks? I'll leave this one up to you. For number 3 let's stay on Mars, and again let's look at the Mars rover, which pictured something amazing, a light coming from the surface of Mars. This image was taken from the right eye of the Mars rover and you can clearly see a light in the distance emanating upwards from the surface of Mars. Does this light tell us that there's something dwelling beneath the surface of Mars, or is it simply a glint off a rock? Maybe it's even a sun flare. Other lights have been recorded by the Mars rover since this picture, but there's one thing for certain, these lights shouldn't be there. Now are they a natural phenomenon, or is somebody using light underneath the surface? At this point we simply just do not know. For number 4 let's look a little bit closer to home. Over the years there has been thousands of pictures taken of the moon's surface, but on these occasions did we manage to snap a picture of an alien base, or even more troubling, a giant UFO? Let's take a closer look. On this particular reconnaissance of the moon's surface, one image stuck out like a sore thumb, and it's the one above. There are too many features that just do not look natural on this image. First of all, the lights in the V formation. There's also a solid black outlining and it seems to be emanating light from the right hand side. A close-up of the image shows that the lights on top of the structure are symmetrical, making it highly unlikely that this is a natural phenomenon. Again, if we were to hypothesize that this was a UFO, it would be absolutely massive, somewhere on the scale of 5 times bigger than anything we can currently construct that flies. Until we can physically go back and recce the area that this photo was taken, we will never know what's been captured within this image. And lastly we go back to Mars. While taking some flyby images, did we manage to discover a building on the surface? Here is the image in question, and at first glance it looks like a tall structure or a boulder casting a shadow. On closer inspection you can see it's a tall rectangular structure that's casting the shadow with a sloped roof. NASA claim this is part of a cliff that's separated, but looking at its surroundings I don't see any other cliffs in sight. It's quite flat, in fact there's craters, so to have something sticking so far out the ground is definitely abnormal. So has this structure been made by an intelligent life form, or is it simply nature taking its course? Remember with all these images that our brains work in a weird and wonderful way. We suffer from pareidolia quite a lot. Our brain takes shapes and shadows and puts them into a picture more recognisable. As an example, above is the famous picture of the Mars face, and here we see the same picture taken in 2007 proving that it was just a trick of the light and shadows. Well guys and girls, thanks for watching this week's video. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, check out the newest series Fact or Fake. We're up to episode 2, episode 3 coming midweek. Don't forget you can find me on Twitter at Conspiracy Class, and you need to subscribe for all future videos. But for now, class dismissed. Yeah.